if you have a map and a compass and some pace counting beads, also known as ranger beads, you don't have to necessarily have beads. You can use a pocket of rocks if you wanted to. But what makes these effective is each one of these beads represents 100 meters. Now, how do you know if you've walked 100 meters in this kind of terrain? What you do beforehand is at home on your sidewalk or driveway, you take a measuring tape and mark out 100 meters. Put a stake in at one end and a stake at the other. Now, for me, when I'm walking, I always step off. From standing, my right foot goes, and then my left foot. So if I'm standing and my right foot goes, and then my left foot touches, that's one pace. So I walk that measured out 100 meters multiple times to get the best average of my pace. So every time my left foot hit the ground, I counted one pace. And after doing that multiple times, I averaged around 66 paces for 100 meters. So the way that works with ranger beads in the bush is when you walk 66 paces, when you count that 66th pace, you pull down one of these beads. And then you reset the count in your mind. And then you count again. When you hit another 66, you pull down a bead. So 2 beads would be 200 meters. Well, if you had a fairly long distance and now you've pulled down 9 beads, that's 900 meters, okay? So you still count your next 66 and then you pull the top bead because you have no more on the 9. You pull the top bead down. That represents 1 kilometer or 1,000 meters. And then what you do is pull your 9 beads back up and restart your count again. Now the way that works out in the wilderness, in the bush here, so I'm over here by this lake, and if I wanted to go in this direction, in a northeast direction, to this clump of bushes, well, I don't know how far that distance is. I have a good estimate from using Google Earth. It's probably half a kilometer. But so you would have your compass and you would start keeping track of your paces as you walked along. And then as I reached that bluff, if I had 5 beads pulled down, by the time I got to that bluff, then I know I've walked 500 meters or half a kilometer. Even with modern technology, having GPSs, it's really good practice when you go into any area is always have a paper map of that area. And if it's not laminated, put it in some type of a Ziploc baggie so that when you have to pull it out and use it, if it's moist, rainy weather, it's not gonna destroy your map. So sometimes GPSs can fail. It's an electronic device, so things can happen to it. So this type of method with ranger beads, a compass, and a map, yes, it's old school navigation, but that's a tool you can keep up here in your mind. And should you be out in an area and your GPS failed, if you were hiking or something like that, well, now you still have a means of calculating your distance and how far you've hiked down a trail or through the bush or wherever you're going. For out hiking in the bush, this excellent fallback. Keep a compass you can make yourself some ranger beads. I bought a little carabiner and got the beads from Walmart and put them on some paracord and just made some basic knots. 5 beads, made an overhand knot, put the 9 beads, another knot, and then hit the end with a lighter. You might have to hit it with a lighter to kind of roll it into a point so that you can get it through the beads. But this is really effective. A few years back, I used my ranger beads just to keep track of a trail. So I hiked way back into a trail. Must have been about 1.9 kilometers or something. I found this old logging trail on the other side of a swamp. Well, when I got home and checked on Google Earth, found where that trail was, and used the measuring tool, measured it out. I was only out 50 meters. That's pretty good for keeping track of your pace for 1900 meters, and I was only out by 50 meters. So, pace counting beads, also known as ranger beads, they really do work, and they work well. It's really important that you dummy cord your compass. Now, if you have a tie-off point like I do on my pants here, simply I put that through, clip it in place. Now I have a tether point in case my compass just happened to slide out of my pocket. Now, if you don't have that style of tether, simply clip your compass back together and then run it through your belt loop, and so it's basically like what's called like a Prusik style knot, and it locks in, and then you can keep that compass in your pocket, and it's dummy corded. Dummy cording kit is really really important because you can simply take a quick little stumble or trip, and if something of your kit isn't sitting properly in your pocket, you can lose it really quickly.